Hello everyone and welcome to Shifting Gears and welcome inside the Citroën Basalt. This Citroën Basalt is a coupe SUV. This is a very different kind of a product from Citroën. This is a brand new segment which is shaping up here in the Indian market, and this Citroën Basalt is going to rival the likes of the upcoming Tata Curvv. So these are the only two products in this price range. And do you like such kind of a body style? Do you like such kind of design language? All of that is up to you. Looks are subjective. So do check out the other video which we have uploaded where we speak about the exterior design of this Citroën Basalt. And we also have one more video where we speak about the interior cabin, the space, the features, the ergonomics of this Citroën Basalt, and try to explain and we try to help you understand if this vehicle could be the right car for you. So now is a good time to subscribe to the Shifting Gears channel and press that bell icon too. In this video, we are going to focus only on the drive experience. I will tell you how good does it feel from behind the wheel, if it does or if it doesn't. So first, let us talk about the engine specifications of this Citroën Basalt. This car is available with two engine options, but both of them are petrol only. No diesel engine option with this car here in our market. Powering the Citroën Basalt in its base trims is going to be a PureTech 82 naturally aspirated 3-cylinder motor. This 1.2 litre unit will produce 82 PS of power and 115 Newton meters of torque, and this will be matched to a 5-speed manual gearbox only, and this engine and gearbox option will deliver 18 kmpl of fuel efficiency. What we have today is the PureTech 110 Turbo. This is a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. This produces a peak output of 110 PS and the torque output is 190 Newton meters in the manual gearbox option and 205 Newton meters in the 6-speed automatic option. The manual variant of this turbo petrol unit will deliver 19.5 kmpl of mileage, and the 6-speed automatic will deliver 18.7 kmpl of mileage. Now, from a 1.2 litre turbocharged petrol engine, a torque output of 205 Newton meters is quite impressive. That is diesel car standards, and let me tell you how good this car feels when you start driving it. Now, we have driven this motor with the previous Citroën vehicles, but the good thing is that with the Basalt, Citroën is offering you an automatic gearbox option right from the day of launch, and that is going to attract buyers who seek the convenience of a two-pedal drive. Now first, let us speak about the NVH characteristics of this Citroën Basalt. This is a 3-cylinder unit after all. So first I am going to come to a standstill, and when I am at a halt, because this is a 3-cylinder motor, let me tell you, I have switched to neutral. Right now the engine has shut off because this car comes with idle start stop functionality. If I manually override that feature, the engine has now fired up. On the steering wheel, there is a very mild pulsation that this 3-cylinder unit is doing its job, but the wing mirrors are not vibrating. The inside rear view mirror is also not vibrating, and it feels like it is refined enough for a 3-cylinder motor standard, and there is not too much of noise that is heard inside that cabin, but you will feel that 3-cylinder nature for sure. There is nothing that you can do about it. Now when I start to crawl, again there is not too much of a shake dance because this is a 3-cylinder unit. It is a 6-speed torque converter automatic, not an AMT, so this is not really a jugaad gearbox, and it crawls also without any hesitation. So this is going to be very useful in city conditions, especially in bumper to bumper traffic. Once I have started to pick up pace, the engine isn't too noisy and it isn't harsh at all. So at city speeds, the NVH is quite decent with this 1.2 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine, and at city commuting speeds of 50 to 60 kilometers per hour, the cabin is nice and quiet. We are driving this car, we are reviewing this car in Goa, a nice stretch of tarmac road in front of us, and not too much of tire noise, even though you have really wide contact patch tires. 16-inch wheels are available with this Citroën Basalt, and NVH is decently well contained. But say for example you drive over a puddle or some water that has accumulated out on the streets, there is not too much of sound deadening material that has been used, so that water splash, you will hear it inside the cabin and it might not sound very pleasant. Not that it sounds pleasant in any other car, but it just sounds that this vehicle could have done with better sound insulation. But it is what it is, and this is what the Citroën Basalt offers in terms of NVH. Now let us speak about the engine. This 1.2 liter turbo petrol 3-cylinder motor. Now what I really like is that even for a 1.2 liter engine, this motor packs quite some punch. There is no city, eco or sport drive mode which is available with this vehicle. In terms of driver aid or something that the vehicle does by itself, you only get that idle start stop functionality, that auto start stop functionality to give you better fuel efficiency. Apart from that, in the speedometer cluster you have a leaf, a telltale leaf sign which changes color depending on your throttle input. So it will suggest you to modulate your throttle to get better efficiency. It will stay green when you are driving it economically. So that is something that will, alert you that you might be too hungry, too heavy on the throttle and efficiency might be low. But that is about it. Otherwise, it is just a standard plug and play kind of a situation where you slot it in D mode and you are good to go. There is no paddle shift assistance which you get from the steering wheel, but you do get manual control over the engine and gearbox if you push this gear stick to the left, and then you are in manual mode. But that is not what I'm doing right now. That we'll do when we get out on the highway. Now speaking about this engine, check this out. I am just about at city speeds following a two-wheeler which is slightly slower out on the road. If I have to overtake it, simply kick that throttle pedal and there is fantastic pep, there is very good grunt from this engine, and overtaking is not really a problem. Check this out, maneuvering this vehicle in such a situation out on the Indian streets which can throw some curveballs, the Citroën Basalt feels like an easy car to drive. Now when I'm hungry on the throttle, picking up pace is not a problem at all, and it is quite a decent handler too. Now in the bylanes of Goa, we can't really drive it too hard and fast because the road conditions don't allow us to do that. But overall, the motor at crawling speeds is comfortable, and if you just kick the pedal, it does pack enough punch. So this vehicle is not going to let you down if you drive it every day to work and also on your occasional road trips if you go out long distance touring using this Citroën Basalt. So the motor I think is really good, and that is the strongest point of this Citroën Basalt, this engine and gearbox combination, and this is what might appeal to a lot of buyers. The way the vehicle drives, the way the engine performs, and how good the gearbox is. The design language, the space, the features, all of that, this vehicle might not really top the charts, but if you compare it with the likes of a Tata Curve, this engine and gearbox, it's not bad at all. And check this out, if I have to very quickly make some fast-paced overtaking maneuvers, not a problem at all. If you have to slow down the vehicle, no problem at all, and then kick the pedal again to make some overtakes, again, absolutely no problem. The engine does support you and does what you want it to do. The next point that I want to speak about is the gearbox. Now, like I said, you get a 6-speed automatic. Tiptronic functionality is available, which means that you can use this gear stick to manually take control over the engine and gearbox. And now if I push it up, I can downshift, and if I push the gear stick down, I can upshift. Now this is not really a fast shifting dual clutch automatic, but it is not slow and it is not dumb like an AMT. It feels quite nice, and the gearbox responds in a nice mature fashion. There is not too much of head nod either when you are driving it in standard D mode. So it is efficient and it lets you do what you want to do with this engine and gearbox. And once you give that shift demand, it might take a split second to respond. And if you, say for example, forget that you are in manual mode like I have right now, it will take control over the gearbox so that you keep progressing in a progressive manner. But when you get on the throttle, it will hold on to that gear for a long time, like you can hear right now. And if I kick the pedal, it will let you go all the way close to the red line, and then it will upshift as well when you are hungry on the throttle, because the vehicle will sense that you want to continue to pick up pace but you forgot to upshift in manual mode. So the manual mode is also automatic when you forget that you were in a manual mode. So slotting it in D mode again, and now it has upshifted based on the speed and based on my throttle input. So the gearbox, I think, is fine too. For a car with this kind of performance, with this kind of an engine, the gearbox does support it and it will not be a letdown at all. Now when I'm driving in standard D mode, if I want to very quickly overtake, all I could do is just get on the gas and overtake those slow moving vehicles, right? But if I very quickly just push the gear stick to the left and then push it up, I can downshift and stay in the meat of the power band too. Yes, it might take a second or two. This is not as fast as using paddle shifters, but then that is not available. At least you are getting this option to get that control over the engine and gearbox. So I think this combination is sufficient for your daily commutes, for your office runs, for your errands, and also for your highway road trips. Now the next point that I want to speak about is the steering wheel setup of this Citroën Basalt. It is light, it is very, very effortless. We have been driving this car for a really long time today and I have had no problems steering this vehicle. It is not really very feel and feedback rich, but when I was driving it fast through the twisty lanes of Goa, I got good confidence and I could understand what the wheels are doing very easily, so that I could stay on the gas for longer, I could carry extra speed. The overall vehicle balance is also that good, because of which the steering wheel also supports your inputs and your driving style. If it was even more well weighted, it would have felt even more sportier, but it is not bad and it is not heavy to the point that anyone in your family who is going to use this Citroën Basalt will struggle to steer this car. It feels also of a very good size and touch and feel and everything is good. Steering mounted controls are also very easy to operate, but this vehicle, by the way, it does not get cruise control. So that is something that you will have to live with. Check this out right now. Traffic like situation, just releasing the brake pedal, effortlessly crawling at close to 8 kilometers per hour. No vibration, no 3-cylinder hesitation. The idle start stop functionality, I have turned it on right now, and right now till the time I come to a standstill, the engine will not switch off completely. Check this out. If I completely stop, it has not killed the engine yet, because it does sense that we are moving very frequently, we are in a stop and go situation very frequently. If you stop at a signal, yes, the engine will shut off, you will save some fuel, you will save some money, and as soon as you release the brake pedal, the engine does come back to life. So that is the only feature you have to save some fuel. There is no eco mode that is available with this Citroën Basalt. Right now I am at a standstill, engine has shut off, and as soon as I release the brake pedal, it does start off in a jerky movement, because as soon as you have released the pedal, after that it has fired up the engine and now it has started to roll too. So that progression, that could have been a bit more seamless than what it is, but it is what it is. The next point, which is the strongest selling point of Citroën, the suspension setup. brilliant engineering in terms of suspension. Today morning we were 4 on board in this Citroen Basalt and the ride quality was phenomenal. We were going all out even over those small speed breakers, and this vehicle, it did not make us feel nervous. It wasn't, tossing and throwing around the passengers inside the cabin. The vehicle stayed planted at all times, and it can just take poorly paved roads confidently, and you don't even have to slow down as much as you might have to in any other vehicle in this price range. So that is going to give you more confidence when you go out on a long road trip in this vehicle. So the suspension setup, the suspension tune is really good, and I hope this does look like a realistic drive review to you, because we are stuck in traffic too. We are not really driving only out on the highway and experiencing no traffic at all. This is the real life, real world scenario which you would experience on a day-to-day basis. So coming back to the suspension point, when you drive over potholes too, you might feel some thuds inside the cabin because sound deadening is not really all that great, but the suspension, it does soak it up quite well. Even with 16-inch wheels, the vehicle does ride brilliantly. The way it moves over a speed breaker, after you have moved over that speed breaker, it stays well balanced and planted. It doesn't lose composure even if you are still on the gas. So that is going to keep you and your occupants happy on your drives. When you're out on the highway, the suspension keeps the vehicle really well balanced. There is bare minimum vertical movement, so fast paced overtaking maneuvers, you have very good confidence, switching lanes, changing direction, and just having the vehicle in your control. Because of this, you can drive this Citroen Basalt very fast and very confidently. Now let us check out the acceleration from this motor and how this gearbox supports your throttle input. So I'm going to pull over to this shoulder like section over here, and I'm going to stay in standard D mode. This vehicle doesn't have any eco mode or sport mode. I'm going to switch off this idle start stop functionality, and now I'm going to just accelerate, and in 3, 2, 1, full pedal to the metal. No head nod, no jerks felt inside the cabin when the gear changes are happening, when the gear shifts are happening. So this automatic is seamless. It is not really fast shifting like a dual clutch automatic like a DSG, but it is not bad at all, and this also will keep you pleased throughout your drives. It might not keep you thrilled and entertained, but it will not disappoint you for sure. Since today morning, when I started my drive with this Basalt, today, as you know, is my first time behind the wheel of this vehicle, I am really confident while I am driving it. Even over these rumbler, patches, you hear it inside the cabin, but you don't feel those thuds on your bottom or on your back, because the suspension really does a very fine job of delivering comfort, which is the core focus of Citroen cars. And now when I am out on the highway, check this out. If I want to really gun it, if I really want to push it, and if I'm driving fast, and if I'm going to make overtaking maneuvers, the vehicle balance is genuinely quite good, and even at triple digit speeds, the vehicle stays nice and flat. It stays nice and confident. So that again is a good positive sign of this Citroen Basalt. I am over 100 kilometers per hour right now, and no problems at all. It is just that the steering wheel, it does lack a little bit of feel and feedback, so that robs you of some amount of confidence. But if, say for example, the road suddenly gets bad, you don't have to worry, because the suspension will just take care of it. What has let me down though are the brakes. The braking setup, the braking hardware, not up to the mark for me. It just feels a little bit too spongy in the bite department, and it hasn't given me enough confidence today. I think like the vehicle gets a little nervous under hard braking, especially if you try to mimic a panic scenario. So braking hardware could have been better. If there were all 4 disc brakes, maybe it could have helped, but I don't know. What it is right now is just about okay, it is par for the course, but if you are someone who drives enthusiastically all the time, I'm not a fan of the brakes. You can hear this beep, right? Because we are over 80 kilometers per hour. That is how loud it is, just for your reference. Overall, this Citroën Basalt has impressed me with the complete package. Very comfortable, this suspension setup. So, the engine is punchy. Even though it is a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol motor, it packs quite some punch. This 6-speed automatic gearbox, very good, and it is also offering me good convenience. Now let me very quickly give you a efficiency mileage update. 10.7 kmpl is what I have achieved when I was driving through the bylanes of Goa, driving it out on the highway, checking out the acceleration, being stuck in traffic. So 10.7, 10.8 kmpl, and now it is increasing when I have hit the highway. So I think you can get up to 13 to 15 kmpl easily if you are driving in a mix of city plus highway conditions, and that kind of an efficiency number should keep your wallet happy. So overall, I have had a very good time with this Citroën Basalt. It has impressed me. The engine, it has good punch, the performance is there, and don't underestimate the vehicle just because it is powered by a 1.2 liter 3-pot motor. The gearbox also, it is smooth and it is convenient enough. There is reasonable space, practicality is good too, and the ride quality is phenomenal. That is going to be the highlight. Yes, it does lack some modern, high-tech features, but then it is up to you if you can live without it or not. Till next time, subscribe to the Shifting Gears channel, press that bell icon, and if you want to know anything else about this Citroën Basalt, ask me in the comments below and I will try my best to help you out. Goodbye, drive safe, and always wear your seat belts.